the kingdom shepherd. All right. As we go into the message, you will understand. Go with me to John 10. Let's look at it from verse 11. Will you? Okay. This is better? Okay. John 10. Let's look at it from verse 11. What is in God's heart when he talks of a shepherd in his kingdom? Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. So there are bad shepherds. And the trouble we're into is that Satan is appointing shepherds over God's sheep. Several men have found their ways into ministry that it's clear their names are not registered with God. And so Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. And then he tells us what a good shepherd does. Is that the good shepherd giveth what? His life. I know, I think the last meeting we had here, when I talked from John 10, we did look at who the thief, the robber is. Some of you are here, right? So here we discover his definition of a good shepherd. He said the good shepherd does what? Giveth his life. So a good shepherd is not known for how much he can take from God's people. But today, how much a man can take from God's people makes him celebrated as a successful minister. It is wickedness. When we all stand before the judgment seat of Christ, no man shall be crowned before Christ and by Christ because of how much the man took from men. The judgment will be, and how God will crown you will be, what did you give? What did my church gain from your life and ministry? And do you notice the level of giving there? So the good shepherd does what? Giveth what? Your life. So that's not little given. That is not just money. That is not just time. Because you may give your time, your money, but not life. To give your life means you are going to be ready to take bullets for God's people. Whatever is coming against God's people, say, let it reach me. So he said the good shepherd does what? Giveth his life for who? For the sheep. Now go to the next verse. Verse 12. John 10 verse 12. But he that is an hireling. The word hireling there is talking about ministers. Hired ministers. Who is a hireling? A hireling is somebody that is hired, and what is aiming at is, what will be my gain? What will be my reward? What will be my pay? It's like you are invited to preach in a place. The first concern is, how many of them are there? And life is not given. Verse 13, let's run. John 10:13. The hireling does what? He fleeth. Why? Because he's an hireling. That's his nature. His agenda in coming to ministry wasn't because he wanted to make any sheep come alive and get protected. He came for what he can get. And these are the troubles, major troubles of the kingdom of God all over the world. That we have men and women into God's work, into ministry, who are over sheep, but are not to give anything to the sheep, but to eat the sheep and help themselves. The hireling fleeth because he's an hireling, and what? Careth not for the sheep. So care is not in the heart of such shepherds.